Hi everyone, my name is Anna Anders. I'm the founder of 4GLOBALPEACE.com. And what I want to say about 4GLOBALPEACE.com, we're taking a logo and applying it to a product line, okay? So our primary product is peace flags, okay? And an example of our work is this. We took peace flags to Ground Zero for the 10th anniversary of 9/11, and we gave them away for free. We didn't take any funds from anybody. We just took those beautiful peace flags to Ground Zero and gave them away randomly to people that were there at Ground Zero. So, you know, if you have a peace flag from 9/11, 2011, it's because 4GLOBALPEACE.com gave it away to you there at Ground Zero, okay? So that's the whole concept of 4GLOBALPEACE.com. Another example of our work is there was a shooting at the high school here in Ohio, Chardon High School to be specific, and at that night vigil, when that shooting happened, 4GLOBALPEACE.com was there. We gave away peace flags at that randomly at that as the Spirit moved us at the night vigil for the shooting that happened in Chardon. Another great example of our work is when we had a missing family member in that was here in Cleveland, corrupt Cleveland, Ohio for a decade. You know, I went to my cousin Nancy and I sat down with her in her backyard in the fall of 2011, and I said, Nancy, you've had over 10 years to rely upon this corrupt government to locate Gina. And all I want to ask you here today, Nancy, is if I can go out with your permission to do some activism work to look for Gina while I'm here in Cleveland. So, yeah, I made some peace flags that people laughed at me for making. I made some peace flags that my siblings even laughed at me for making, said that I would never make them, and I made them. Okay, and I was told that at my father's funeral by I'm not going to name names, but I'm just going to say, you know, just you don't know how excruciating and how hard it is to try and do something to this magnitude, if you will. But long story short, my cousin Nancy said, yes, Anna, you have my permission. And so I told her, you know, when we sat on her bench in the backyard off of Clark Avenue in her home when her daughter was still being chained to the wall on Seymour Avenue by Ariel Castro, you know, I told Nancy, I said, Nancy, I don't know what I'm going to do or say when I leave out of your yard today. I don't know, but God knows, okay? I can't even answer for myself. And long story short, I told her I wouldn't leave out of her yard without her permission. And my cousin Nancy, she gave me her permission. And I would have never went into the corrupt streets of Cleveland without Nancy's permission. And so from that point on, I made up some activist signs, which is what you see on my personal profile there with my kids. They're holding up signs. My grandson's holding the sign, "Where is Gina?" You know, and my granddaughter Natasha's holding a sign that says "Stop Human Trafficking." So those signs were made Mother's Day. They were made before Mother's Day 2012. And so I knew I was going to do activism work. I didn't know how it would play out because I've never done it before, and I never did it before that time period. So in the spring, early spring of 2012, I made up an activist newspaper as well, a newsletter, if you will, called All Eyes on It. And I condensed in 4 pages, 8.5 by 11, all the information that I learned over a decade of, you know, of examining and learning about the events of 9/11 and Oklahoma City bombing and other things that happened in our country as well. So I learned the terminology false flag event. You can Google the terminology yourself. You can research it yourself, okay? Governments are known to stage false flag events all the time, just to get the country to rise up and raise up and to say, yes, let's go to war because of this boogeyman that, you know, that manifested, if you will. So, and America has known a boogeyman, all right. Osama bin Laden on the day of 9/11 was supposedly created by the Bush regime, if you will. But the Bush regime has been involved in corrupt politics for a long time, you guys. Now, I want to close with this. Yeah, you'll have to do your own false flag research. But I just want to say, be very aware of who owns Main Street media. Be very aware of who owns it. You don't own it. I don't own it. But the people that own Main Street media that's promoting all these warmongering agendas, if you will, those are the very people that are creating these how do I say this, boogeymen, okay, that are coming straight out of Hollywood, okay? And you people, you know, we've been falling for it. We fell for Osama bin Laden for 10 years, and then all of a sudden Obama says that, yeah, they found him in the middle of the night. They found him, tried him, and then they dumped him into the ocean, all in one night. Now, Americans, you can buy all that hogwash if you want, but I'm Anna Anders, humbly here at 4GLOBALPEACE.com. I'm not going to buy it. I refuse to participate in the denial and the deception of our corrupt government, and that's it. Bottom line figure. So I will not participate in being fed that political propaganda. It's just hogwash. So the World Trade Center buildings, I have relatives that work in the steel industry. No way can steel catch on fire. So if you want to say that it can and you're a steel worker, then you're full of shit and you're being bought out. So is what I want to say. Because my father told me before he died, he was a steel worker. Okay, and he told me 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit, and we're talking about liquefying steel. So the only thing that does that is thermite, okay? A substance called thermite, with how do I say this? The stuff that was found at Ground Zero, it was a military grade of thermite. So do your homework, people, and yeah, let's discover the truth of what's really happening in our world together from local to global. I'm humbly Anna Anders here on the YouTube channel. Thanks for following my videos. Bye-bye.